Hello, my name is Vennissah and I'm currently taking Bachelor in Education TESL. So welcome to my video assignment for my subject Second Language Acquisition EED 202020 EED 20403, which is an assignment about interviewing multilingual people from diverse backgrounds. So let's move on to the next part. So for my presentation today, I will be presenting the interview questions, interviewee 1, interviewee 2, and also multilingualism, what it is about. So for my interview question, it is divided into 5 main parts, which is the general background of the interviewees, their language proficiency and usage, the language acquisition strategies, their challenges and advice, and also their personal perspectives on being a multilingual. For my first interviewee, general background of my first interviewee is his name is Muhammad Firdaus and he is 21 years old and he is taking his fourth semester. He is a fourth semester student from Diploma of Graphic Design in MSU College Sabah. For the languages he actually speaks 4 languages, which is Tamil, Malay, Mandarin, and English. For his language learning background, he learned Tamil from his parent, which is his mother tongue, and he learned English through school and watching movies. He learned Malay from his friends and also school, and learned Mandarin from kindergarten and Chinese school. So for his language acquisition strategies, he practices by talking with his friends and watching TV, dramas, or songs. He also self-studied Mandarin after facing some challenges in his secondary school. So based on the interview he also learned vocabulary by asking others to explain new words. So for his challenges and motivation based on the interviews, he struggled with Mandarin due to the lack of use and limited teacher support. He also faced language interference, especially between Mandarin and other languages. Not only that, he became more fluent with consistent practice and exposure. So, for the next question in the interview, that is advice for language learners, he answered with to be open to conversation with others. Not only that, he also advised language learners to don't be afraid to talk to people in different languages. The last one is he also need to practice in overcoming the initial difficulty of switching languages. So that is all for my interviewee 1. Let's move on to our interviewee 2. So for our interviewee 2, her general background is her name is Nur Sushilawati binti Muhammad Irwan, and she is 20 years old, and she is currently studying at UITM Samarahan campus at Sarawak. So she is fluent in Bahasa Melayu, English, Bahasa Iban, and Dusun. For her language learning background, she learned Bahasa Melayu and English through school and grew up speaking Iban with dad's side of the family. So she also learned Dusun from the mom's side of family through their daily family conversations. So based on the interview, the language acquisition strategies that she mostly used is listening and daily conversation to improve. She also enjoys learning through movies, songs, and reading. Not only that, she also sometimes asks her friends and family if there are words in the other languages that she don't know, and
her friends and family will explain the meaning to her. So she also practices pronunciation to gain confidence. So for her challenges and motivation in learning new languages is she faced difficulties in learning Dusun and sometimes felt frustrated but stayed persistent, according to her in the interview. But she is motivated by the usefulness of the language, skills, and support from her loved ones, and she finds pride in making progress and learning new words. So, according to the interview also, she also gave advice for language learners, which is to be patient and consistent and practice daily through conversation, media, and also music. Not only that, she also adds to don't be afraid of making mistakes as they help to grow. So that is all for the interviewee too. Let's move on to the next part. So we move on to the next part, which is multilingualism. So multilingualism refers to the ability to use and understand two or more languages. As a multilingual person can speak, write, or understand several languages either fluently or at varying levels. So these skills often develop through family, education, social interaction, and media exposure. So there is some benefits of multilingualism in the education system. So first one is preservation of cultural tradition. So multilingual education safeguards and promotes linguistic diversity. So it provides students with the opportunity to study in their native language. For example, Tamil speakers can connect with the works of ancient poets like Tiruvalluvar in their native language, thereby deepening their appreciation of their cultural heritage and engaging with the world in English. So for the second one is equitable learning. So multilingual education ensures that all students have equal access to education and participate in classroom activities regardless of their native language. So this reduces language barriers and creates an equitable learning condition. So for the next one is cognitive development. So multilingualism improve problem solving, critical thinking, and memory because it helps train your brain to function more effectively and adaptively. So for the next one is effective communication skill. So multilingual education helps students to develop effective communication skills in multiple languages and enables them to communicate fluently in different situations. So for the last one is improvement of academic performance. So multilingual classrooms can improve students' learning and academic achievement by providing instruction in multiple languages. So this can lead to improved academic performance. So let's move on to the challenges of multilingualism, mainly in education. So for the first challenges of multilingualism, which is the language problem or interference. So this happens when the rules or words from one language affect how we speak or write in another language. For an example, a multilingual person might accidentally apply Malay grammar rules while speaking English. So it can lead errors and misunderstandings in the language. So for the second one is limited vocabulary in certain languages. So some languages might not be used as often. So a person may forget specific words or expression, and this creates a gap in vocabulary, especially for academic or formal settings. So for the third one, which is pronunciation confusion. So different languages may have different sounds, and a speaker may mix up sounds or stress due to habits from speaking another language. This affects clarity and can be embarrassing or lead to misunderstanding. So for the fourth one, which is cultural confusion. So each language often comes with its own cultural expression and behavior. So a multilingual speaker may accidentally use culturally inappropriate phrases or gesture when switching between languages. So for the last one, which is learning maintenance, which is maintaining language proficiency, which is challenging in multilingualism. So balancing multiple languages can be hard over time because if one language is rarely used, it may become weaker. So keeping all languages active takes effort, especially when surrounded by one dominant language, such as in university, we use English the most. So using another language in the settings will make other people will not understand what we are speaking. So for the last part, which is conclusion, in conclusion, multilingualism plays a significant role in shaping personal identity, communication skills, and also cultural understanding. So through my interviews, I see how individuals like Sushilawati and also Firdaus have acquired multiple languages through family, education, and social exposure. But despite the challenges such as language interference and switching difficulties, they stay motivated by practicing daily, seeking help from others, and using media like songs and dramas to improve. So being multilingual not only helps in academic or social settings but also creates opportunity to connect with people with various backgrounds. So the ability to understand and speak more than one language is a valuable skill in our multicultural society, and it reflects passion, resilience, and a deep appreciation for diversity. So ultimately, multilingualism is not just about language, it's about connection, growth, and lifelong learning. So, that is all for my presentation. Thank you.